Hey wrestling fans, welcome to another episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, episode 298. Hope everyone is doing well. I am your host Lance Brock, and going to talk about Monday Night RAW, and a little bit of news. So, let's just start things off. Let's talk about Monday Night RAW special episode tonight. "20 years of John Cena," and some of the biggest news I just want to talk about at the beginning of the recap here. AEW stars appeared on Monday Night RAW tonight, video anyway. Bryan Danielson, Chris Jericho, Paul White were on Raw tonight to congratulate John Cena on his 20 years, also Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then let's get into the recap of Monday Night Raw tonight. We see John Cena arrive in the back, and the roster is there to greet him. And we start things off with a last chance Money in the Bank Battle Royal, where the winner will qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match this Saturday. In the final three, we see down to Riddle, The Miz, and AJ Styles. The Miz, who a little bit ago we thought had a knee injury, went outside the ring while the referees checked on him. Down to AJ Styles and Riddle in the ring. AJ Styles goes over the top rope on the apron, but when they are taking the Miz to the back, we find out it was all playing possum by the Miz. He grabs AJ, knocks him down to the floor. Now it is down to Riddle and the Miz, and the winner going into the Money in the Bank men's ladder match this Saturday is Riddle. We have Jey Uso taking on Montez Ford. Not a bad match here. Ford gets the win with a splash, and the Usos will defend the Undisputed Tag Team Championships against the Street Profits this Saturday at Money in the Bank. And in the back we see the Judgment Day with the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic, and they insult Rey Mysterio as being a father. We will see that tag team match next week on Raw. The Judgment Day taking on the Mysterios. And then we got an in-ring interview with The Miz, and AJ Styles comes out and take a break. And when we come back, we have the match, The Miz versus AJ Styles. Pretty good match. And then The Miz walks out, gets himself counted out. Now Cena is in the back with Ezekiel, and then is interrupted by Theory. And Theory goes to take his usual selfie, but then Cena just walks away. And then we have a face-to-face Bianca Belair and Carmella. Bianca Belair will be defending the Raw Women's Championship against Carmella this Saturday night at Money in the Bank. And then in the back, Sarah is with Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss. And then those two have a match on Raw. Liv Morgan wins. Next up, we see a video of all John Cena's wishes for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And then Vince McMahon comes out to the ring, introduces John Cena. John Cena comes in the ring, thanks all the fans. Very good speech here, I thought, from Cena. And next up we have a handicap match where Theory is a special enforcer, the Alpha Academy taking on Bobby Lashley. Lashley is victorious, and then we see Cena in the back. And then with Seth Rollins and Omos. And now it is time for the Monday Night Raw main event. of the evening as a last chance match for the Money in the Bank women's ladder match, an elimination match to be exact. We have Becky Lynch, Nikki ASH, Doudrop, Shayna Baszler, Tamina Snuka, and Xia Li. And it is down to Becky Lynch and Doudrop. Becky Lynch is able to hit the manhandle slam from the top rope out of the corner onto Doudrop to get the win here. So Becky Lynch has now qualified for the women's Money in the Bank match this Saturday. And I mentioned some of the videos for John Cena earlier. Also Triple H, Shawn Michaels appeared. And that's it for Monday Night Raw. Not a bad show for this special John Cena 20th anniversary. And now to get into a little bit of news. Last night at the media scrums after Forbidden Door, there was some news that came out of it. Tony Khan announcing that Ring of Honor will be back on pay-per-view July 23rd, I believe, with Death Before Dishonor live from Lowell, Massachusetts. Interesting to see what's going to happen with Ring of Honor. He said a weekly TV show is being talked about, but nothing is for sure just yet. And also in September, AEW is returning to Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York for another edition of Grand Slam, which was a big deal last year. Very good episode of Dynamite as well. So should definitely looking forward to that one right there. And I didn't mention this on the recap last night, but I did notice during the Jon Moxley and Tanahashi match that there was a bit of a commotion in the crowd, and apparently there was a fight with some fans, and security tossed them out. And that's about it for the news. We've got still Blood and Guts coming up this Wednesday, just a couple days. Hope to have an episode previewing it. Of course, like I have been saying, I will be live at Dynamite Blood and Guts this Wednesday at Little Caesars Arena. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember 360 Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, I'll put it in the description. And also, if you can support, any amount will help if you can. But if you can't, that's fine too. But if you can, it'll help 360 Wrestling Podcasts get bigger and better and badder and than ever before. Anchor.fm/360-wrestling-podcast. I'll also put that in the description as well. Hopefully we'll be back tomorrow, like I said, for that Blood and Guts preview right here on 360 Wrestling Fanatic. And also this Saturday got Money in the Bank coming up. And until then, I am Lance, and I am a wrestling fanatic.